Shabbat Shalom. So how many of you have a sibling, or if you don't have a sibling, a relative or a close friend who you really enjoy spending time with? How many of you have that same person who you enjoy doing projects with them? How many of you ever fight with them? So we know the Torah has a lot of stories about siblings fighting. Have you read any of them? Yeah, you've probably read a few of them in your class or heard them. But there are also examples in the Torah of siblings who really do get along and who do amazing things together. And so the part of the Torah that we're in now is about when the slaves leave Egypt. So which person helps the slave leave Egypt? What's his name? Go ahead. Moses, you're right. It was Moses. Moses helped the slaves leave Egypt. And it was God who spoke to Moses at the burning bush. But I don't know if any of you noticed, but when he got to the burning bush and God said, I want you to go speak to Egypt, did Moses accept the mission or not? No, because what did he say? I have trouble speaking, right? He said, I don't want to speak in front of a king. I don't like speaking in front of groups. And so God said, okay. And who did he appoint to help speak with Moses? Does anybody know this? Go ahead. Well, the truth in the end, Moses did do a lot of speaking, but actually his older brother Aaron. And so when Moses went back to Egypt, the first person he met was his older brother Aaron. And the Torah usually doesn't give many details, but they say that when Moses met Aaron, you know what they did? They gave a big hug to each other, and they gave each other kisses, and they were so happy to see each other. And then, when they were doing all the plagues, did Moses do the plagues alone?
No.
Who helped him? Aaron. And so sometimes Aaron took the staff and helped him, and sometimes Moses took the staff, and they did the plagues. What are some of the plagues? Frogs. What else? Fireballs coming from the sky. What else? Water turned to blood. Anybody else remember any of the plagues? Go ahead. Yeah, that's yours. To every firstborn. Exactly. Very good. Emilio. Locust. For all of these plagues, it wasn't just Moses, but it was Aaron who did it with him. And they did it together. You know what I think too is that how long did it take to do the plagues? It took a whole year. It took a whole year to do all those plagues. And so do you think that time was easy or hard for Moses and Aaron? It was probably hard because they had to convince the Israelites to keep on steady, and they had to face down the Egyptians, and so they probably supported each other the whole time. But they also had a third sibling. Do anybody know who their third sibling was? Who was it? Ilana, go ahead. It was Miriam, who was the old sister of, and what did she do? She's the one who took Moses on the basket down and found the daughter of Pharaoh, and then she arranged for Moses to be nursed by their mother Yocheved. And then when they left Egypt, what did Miriam do? She's the one who led them all through the waters when everybody was probably feeling really scared. And it was Miriam, they say, who, when she left Egypt, she was very hopeful of all the siblings. And so she got a tambourine because she knew there would be a moment to celebrate. And when they spent 40 years in the desert, Miriam had a superpower. Wherever they went, water appeared. So because of Miriam, they were able to drink water during the 40 years in the desert. And so my message to all of you is, sometimes you may think your sibling is a little bit annoying, but your siblings and you can actually do amazing things. Because if there was just one of them, they wouldn't have been able to do it. But together, Moses, Aaron, and Miriam complemented each other. And it was really all of them together that took the Israelites out of Egypt. And it was amazing because they knew each other and they shared the values. So they were able to do it. So just imagine what you and your siblings can do in our world. And all of us as your parents, we'd be so glad to see you all do all those amazing projects and things together. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.